Over the weekend, we got an order to make soup and stew for a family of 10. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with us how we were able to achieve these 3 recipes without going through so much stress. So this family placed an order for a large pan of egusi soup, a large pan of unfried stew, and a half pan of okra soup. In this video, we are going to be sharing about 3 recipes. So stay tuned and watch till the end. Do not skip that button. So let's get right into it. So for all the recipes, we are going to be using the protein choice of our clients. So for the melon soup, we are going to be needing some beef, red oil, blended egusi, fresh turkey, smoked turkey, spinach and kale leaf, beef tripe, stockfish flakes, roughly blended red bell peppers, smoked mackerel, blended crayfish, onion, blended magala fish, some iru, this is optional, blended onion. So first of all, in a clean pot, we are going to be going in with the beef, then go ahead and add in the fresh turkey, and then we'll add in the blended pepper mix. We'll be adding in some onion, seasoning to taste, then we'll add in our stockfish flakes, stir to combine, cover and allow it to steam on its own juice. At this point, our protein has cooked for about 6 minutes, so we are going to be giving it a quick stir, then go ahead and add in water. After adding in water, we are going to be adding in our pre-cooked beef tripe, smoked turkey, stir to combine, cover it up and allow it to cook on a low heat for about 6 minutes. In another pot, we are going to be heating up some red oil, then go ahead and add in some chopped onion and iru, and we allow this to fry for about 3 minutes. The iru is also called locust beans, and this is optional, but the iru add extra flavor to egusi soup. Next, we are going to be adding in our roughly blended habanero pepper and red bell pepper. Then we'll go ahead and continue frying. At this point, we are going to combine the egusi and the blended onion and mix together until we achieve a smooth paste. After mixing up the onion and the egusi together, we notice that it's still very thick. So to loosen up the egusi some more, we are going to be adding in some meat stock bit by bit until we achieve the consistency that we want. And now that we have achieved the consistency that we want, we are now going to be dropping the egusi bit by bit inside the pot. And now that we are done dropping all the egusi inside the pot, we are going to cover this up and allow it to cook on a low heat for the next 5 minutes. At this point, our egusi has been cooked for about 5 minutes, so we are going to be giving it a quick stir, then go ahead and add in the meat stock. As we proceed, let me thank you all specially for always stopping by to watch our videos. If this is your first time, you are highly welcome, and to our returning viewer, thank you for always returning. And if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do us a favor and click on the subscription button so that we can grow this page together. Thank you and God bless you all. After that, we'll be going in with the smoked mackerel fish, and then go ahead and add in the blended magala fish and crayfish. After that, we are going to cover it up and allow it to continue cooking. Next, we'll be going in with all the steamed protein. At this point, we are going to be introducing little bitter leaf and uziza leaf. If you have the uziza seed, you can also use it in place of the leaf. So guys, whenever you are making your soup, always use those vegetables that you prefer, because my choice might not be your choice. And at the same time, when I'm cooking for a client, I always make sure I use the vegetable that they want me to use for them. At this point, we are going to be adding in some no seasoning powder. And each time I'm cooking with no seasoning powder, I don't add salt because no seasoning powder has a lot of sodium in it. Next, we'll be adding in our spinach, start to combine, then go ahead and turn off the heat. Steam with the content in the pot for next 2 minutes, then we'll go ahead and set it aside. Next is the second recipe, so let's get right into it. I'm going to be sharing with us another way in which you can achieve a delicious stew without going through the frying process. For this stew, we are going to be needing some Titus fish, some beef tripes, cow feet, cow tail, and cow head. In a clean pot, we are going to be going in with the pre-cooked cow head, cow tail, and cow leg. And then add in the beef tripe. We're adding in some chopped onion, ginger and garlic, some thyme, no seasoning powder to taste, blended habanero pepper and red bell pepper. Then we'll go in with water, stir to combine, cover and allow it to cook until tender. While that is cooking over there, we are going to be prepping other ingredients. So over here, we have some fresh ginger, fresh rosemary and thyme. You can use the dried one if you don't have the fresh one. We're also going to be needing some fresh garlic. You can use the powdered one. You can use anyone that is readily available when you are making your fresh seeds, tomatoes, onion, and generous amount of red bell peppers and some habanero pepper. You can add as much as you want. And we're also going to be needing some dried pepper. Next, we are going to proceed into the blending of all the ingredients we just listed right now. But before then, we took our time to take off all the red bell pepper seed and the dried pepper seed. We blended this until we achieve a desirable smooth paste. So next, we are going to be transferring this into an empty pot, cover it up and allow it to boil. So guys, at this point, our protein is about 90% cooked. So we are going to be setting it aside. And now that the protein is ready, we are going to be returning to the tomatoes. So at this point, our tomatoes mix has been boiling for a while. So we are going to be going in with some curry powder, some no seasoning powder, some bay leaf, and some thyme. And that is all we are going to be doing for these two because we are not going to be doing too much. After all that, we are going to be going in with generous amount of sliced onion, Then we add in canola oil. Cover this up and allow it to continue cooking on a low heat. You can use any oil of your choice. After all that, we are going to cover it up and allow it to continue cooking on a low heat. The stew base has been cooking for over 35 minutes. You can see how the oil is flowing right on top. So we are going to be going in with our steamed protein. Earlier before now, as the cooking was going on, we also fried the mackerel fish. So at this point, we are going to be going in with the mackerel fish too. After that, we'll cover it up and allow it to continue cooking on a low heat. While the stew is still cooking, we are going to be going in with some maize stock to loosen it up. I hope you guys are going to try out this recipe because this stew tastes so yummy. And at this point, the aroma has taken over the entire house. At this point, the stew is ready, so we are going to be transferring everything into a large pan. Next is the third recipe, which is okra and spinach soup. Thank you all so much for still watching to this very point. So let's get right into it. In another clean pot, we are going to be warming up some red oil. After that, we'll be going in with generous amount of chopped onion. Next, we'll be adding in some iru, which is also called locust beans, and allow this to cook for about 3 minutes. After that, we are going to be going in with our roughly blended habanero and red bell pepper. Next, we'll be going in with Knorr seasoning powder, some blended mangala fish, So for this soup, our client requested we do not add any meat. So we are going to be using only stockfish flakes and some smoked mackerel. After adding in the stockfish flakes and the mackerel, we are going to add in some crayfish, cover it up and allow it to come to boil. At this point, the soup has boiled for about 6 minutes, so we are going to be going in with our roughly blended okra. Next, we are going to be introducing extra crayfish, then go ahead and add in some sliced okra. After adding in the sliced okra, we allow this to cook for about 2 minutes, then we'll go ahead and introduce the spinach. After adding in the spinach, we start to combine gently, then we went ahead and turn off the heat because we don't want the spinach to be overcooked. Thank you all so much for always watching our videos each time we upload. God bless you all. So guys, a quick reminder, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do us favor and click on the subscription button so that we can grow this channel together. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell for all so that you will get notified each time we upload any video on this channel. At this point, we are done with all three recipes, all thanks to God who made it possible. And we have also transferred the okra into a medium-sized pan. Thank you all so much for cooking with us. I will see you guys in our next one soon. Bye. Ciao, ciao.